Kia ora whanau. Welcome to That NFT podcast. I'm your host, Kieran Headley, and today's episode is a beautiful snippet that I managed to capture while I was at the conference by Gary Vaynerchuck himself. And this was the closing speech that Gary Vaynerchuck actually shared with us at the conference. This was absolutely spectacular. I can't wait for you to tune into it. Enjoy.
Just a couple final words. I wanted to milk all that, but I just want to say a couple words. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you for everybody who traveled these last 4 days, talking to people that went 36, 24, 18 hours. To be in Minnesota means the world to me. Nothing on earth can ever be 100%, but thank you for the 95, 96, 94% of civility, kindness. We got a little excited about running after the merch. That's on me. I'll fix that next time. But for the most part, and we'll figure out some of the line situation for next year. I have to figure that out a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'll double down on standing in that selfie line to have those moments that I had with all of you. I want to thank you for something very important as well. Those 4,000 interactions this weekend, one by one, hearing your stories, listening to the nice words that you had to share to me about our journeys together, really did something for me this weekend. I'm a pretty motivated monster. But I'm going to tell you right now, what you gave me this weekend, instilled in me, has motivated me so much more to continue to fight for this binary conversation that I have in my mind, which is the world is confused that kindness is the answer. I will continue to find different creative ways to speak about the simplicity of what's out there, to try to unconfuse the conversations, to try to reframe the way we collectively, as 8 billion people, look at the world. You've given me more energy. People kept asking me, how are you doing this? You put more energy in me, not took it out. Yeah. You did so much for me. You created the real life versions of the words that you've sent for me. When Tim F, that I'm looking at right now, says in the Discord to somebody's pushback, you don't know, he did this for me in 2006 with no concept and no reason and no need. The truth is the truth. The truth is fucking undefeated.
Yeah.
You can make pretend for a minute. You will get exposed.
Facts.
I promise. Woo! Nobody's won that game. History will get you. Even if you've been dead for 500 years.
Woo!
History will get you. So let me promise you, as we get off stage here and as we all segue out, first, this has been ridiculous. By show of sound, who's coming back next year? Hold on. Just because you're in the second section, the third section, and the corner, I need a little bit more effort. I really need to understand who the fuck's coming back next year. Them right now, telling you that they're coming next year. We're going to the fucking moon, motherfucker. Where the fuck do you think we're going? Where the fuck do you think we're going? There will be ups and downs. that are not in our control. I will make plenty of mistakes because I'm a human being, but let me promise you the biggest confusion of them all, even greater than kindness, is the answer. We as a society have somehow eliminated intent out of the equation. We are so quick to point fingers and cancel and shit on people because of our own pain that we have completely somehow taken intent out of the equation. Let there be no confusion to this community. My intent for all of you is always and forever going to be phenomenal. Not because I'm the sweetest guy on earth, but because I'm unbelievably capable of being happy and achieving what I want, not at your expense, but with you coming along for this motherfucking ride. I want to remind you of some subtle things that are not talked about enough. Number one, never, ever, ever be ashamed or disappointed in selling a V-friend if you need those dollars to make your family or your situation better. It is not an indication on you. I take that absolutely not as anything towards me. I need you to win. I've already fucking won.
Yeah!
Number two, just because this needs to start getting out there in education, and Jeremy, I see you with your hat, and I expect you to make some content on this.
Let's go, Jeremy!
What is that? Save gas.
I will never, ever, ever do a surprise drop where there's a link and you have to go right now and click to get the free this and that. The reason people are getting scammed is because scammers are intelligent and preying on urgency and overexcitement. I will always take months for you to know, at least 48 hours, and it will always be in video form, me.
Yeah!
Now, I know there's some nerds that just said, but what about deep fake? We'll get to that when that's really good. But for now, please, forever, and I remind all of you, the other top projects will do the same. We need more education. We need more education. I sit here to give you love and leave you with something to travel with, but I also sit here in this closing to remind you of little things like that. There will never be a speed rush. It will always be promoted for a while. It would always be me in video. I will never do it. God forbid somebody takes my phone off of me or something else. You need to be thoughtful. Please be thoughtful. If it's too good to be true, it is.
Yeah.
Not enough claps for education. Let's clap that shit up. Watch what just happened. Inspiration, get hyped, loud as fuck. Nerd, education stuff, yay. Fuck that, we have to be educated.
Yeah!
Series 2. I'm just kidding, that's all I wanted to say on that.
Series 1?
Series 1 is the fucking alpha. I will take care of Series 1 holders to my fucking grave. And oh, by the way, for everybody, because it wasn't that loud, Series 2, to the fucking grave. But, a lot of questions. Gary, what are you gonna do with my emu tomorrow? Gary, you gotta do more for the sloth. Gary, I really need to know what the fuck 1997 has to do with anything. Here is where we're at with that. I'm gonna say it slow while I've got your collective attention. Please, please understand that this is the project that I will work on for the rest of my life. I'm always gonna be me. which means a little wine text. By the way, since my dad's been here all weekend, if you know anything about my dad, if you got a sense this weekend, if you live in a fucking state that WineText can ship to and you haven't signed up for winetext.com right now, you will make his fucking life if you sign up on the way out of here. So do that for Sasha. That's the only ask I got. Listen, we're gonna work on this forever. It's gonna take time. Your character might be 13 years from now. I'm not gonna make it faster because you asked me. It's all serendipity. There might be other things that happen with it. By the way, Snoop might fall in love with a character, and that's why I become popular, not because of me. There's a million things that happen along the way. I'm gonna try. My great hope is in my lifetime that I'll be able to get to as many of them as possible so that I can do what I want with them. These characters are gonna be developed after I'm gone. These characters... This dude's gonna get beat up, I think. Hey, where's Snoop's big ass motherfuckers that he came out here with? Listen, I'm gonna do as much as I can with this in perpetuity. I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on this all the time. A lot of you know, now that you've experienced it, I undersold Veecon to you. Let me tell you how an operator thinks. I undersold it to you because I know that I haven't run this rodeo before. I wanted to taste it. I wanted to calibrate it. I wanted to do round one with it. But like the great Chuck Liddell that was here, when you let a champion get past round one and that champion feels your punch, gets a little warm, don't let that champion get out of first round. You better knock that fucking champion out in the first round while you still got a chance. But they let me get through this one. And I promise you, if you thought this shit was good, what I'm about to drop on your fucking faces in 2023 is gonna be fucking bananas. And I leave you with this. And this is something I really need from you. We are not accomplishing this, and that's on me. We are not accomplishing this, and that's on me. And I'm about to put a lot more noise on this. I, as you know, because I interacted with a bunch of you at these times, even after the fucking 15, 20-hour days of this fucking thing, would lay in bed the last couple of nights and be in the Discord and read the Twitter. And let me tell you something that has become wildly crystal clear. It's been 100% for me, but this weekend, thanks to you, this has become 101% clear to me. Many of you have been with me on a journey for a long time. I have talked ad nausea of the concept that negativity is louder than positivity. The disconnect between what is happening in here in conversation to what's happening on Discord and Twitter is astonishing. 4, 5, 6 people can be 10 times louder than fucking 6,000. Fuck up VeeFriends. This has nothing to do with VeeFriends. Can't hear it anyway. This is about life. I'm gonna leave you with this. If you are a human being that is lucky enough to be happy, content, it is your responsibility to society and humanity to get louder about it. The reason I like interacting on the internet so much is I want to interact with the people that are in pain and give them love to start the process of getting them out of pain. Unfortunately, most people counter people that are dropping pain on them with more pain back, and it becomes one big fucking game of pain ping pong. Most people that are happy, and God, fuck, a lot of you in here are. I saw a lot of content, happy, thoughtful, three-horned harpics in this motherfucker this weekend. So for the people that are that, you know, us lucky ones, we worked for it, the luck of the DNA draw, whatever it was, it's easy for us to just walk through their pain. They throw pain, it doesn't hit us anyway, we just keep walking. I stop and have that combo. I need this community to stop and have that combo. We must. To solve all the fucking shit you actually are trying to solve in the micro, we need diversity and inclusion. We need better systems. We need to be fair, equal pay. We need all, everyone's talking about everything that we should be doing. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah!
If you are happy, you must be louder. You must be louder. You must randomly tweet people. You must see people in pain and interact with them on the internet, in real life. If you are happy, you must take on the responsibility and be louder. Can we fucking get loud for that? The legacy of this project is not going to be that we're going to build Nickelodeon or Sesame Street or Disney. The legacy is not going to be that this is the financial tool that will buy the New York Jets. The legacy of VeeFriends is that it is a small, early, tiny, early community today that day by day, hour by hour, person by person will build momentum around this singular conversation about the responsibility, if you're a happy person, to try to give love to another person. And that will be the legacy of this project. We can do a lot better. People come into our Discord, shit on me. You love me, I love that. You shit on them back. I don't want that. I want you to ask that person why they would spend time to come into our Discord with their pain and try to make us feel pain, and ask them as a compassionate fucking catfish, are they okay?
Yeah!
I want you to randomly, when you're in a good mood, grab your fucking phone and go on Twitter and say why or who put you in a good mood. Deploy offense around good.
Okay, Gary.
Deploy offense around good. The reason there is so much anxiety in the system is because the small percentage of angry and hurt are so much fucking louder than you. We must change the communication game. The communication game is what changes society. Be the bigger person. For one last time, let's blow the fucking roof off this building. Let's make some noise for these final words, because this is the truest fucking thing I can tell you about this weekend. I fucking love you.
Yeah!
I love you. I will see you next year. Thank you for coming. Get home safe. Be a nice person.
Once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning into that NFT podcast. Appreciate you guys always. There are various other snippets coming from the conference itself, so stay tuned for that. You'll be able to find a good portion of episodes around this episode available based on the interviews that I got from the conference. So yeah, exciting stuff. Highly recommend tuning into them, because the amount of inspiration and lessons that I learned from these are incredible. With that being said, also you can tune into the vlogs for the V conference that I went to, and if you found any value from this episode, then subscribing and sharing this with a friend would be absolutely appreciated. Immensely appreciated. I love you guys. Catch you later.